Hi, my name is Michael. I'm the chocolate maker for Moksha Chocolate. I'm doing this video to explain to people the reasons why I think this particular grinder is the best small scale home type grinder. I also believe that it's very good for production and I use these all the time. This particular unit is called the Premier 2-litre Compact. It's also called the Low Pro. You can buy it on Amazon for $250 delivered. There's a number of things about this unit that I'm probably going to dispel with these videos. One is that they're no good for making chocolate. That is entirely inaccurate. The history of these units is different. And what I'm going to use this to do, why I've got 3 of them, is to explain the differences. So 8 years ago when I first bought this unit, this is how it arrived. This particular unit has a V-belt pulley system. Now this, I would agree, this particular unit I used for years, and every 3 months I'd have to replace this belt, because in order to get the right amount of torque in the bowl to grind a hard substance like chocolate or cacao nibs without pre-refining them, this particular belt will fray and slip, because in order to get that torque you have to tension it really tight. Now that will cause extra strain on the motor, but honestly these things are huge. This motor is so overpowered for this device. This unit, I've never had a single motor blow, so I'm not worried about that at all. And this will definitely make chocolate for you, but you'll service it a lot more. And when you service these units, these screw tabs break, and you know it's dirty. These belts disintegrate and cause all sorts of dust and filth. So what I'm going to show you to do is I'm going to show you to do this. Now this is one of the second units I bought, and this unit has been upgraded. Now this unit particularly, the main difference was that they made the frame base a square steel frame base, and this particular change is really the only change between the first one and this one. This unit has what you'll see in all of my Premier grinders. It has a timing belt drive geared spindle mechanism. So there's a gear drive under the motor, there's a gear drive driving this bowl spinner, and this is a timing belt, so it's all cogged. This gives you all of the torque you need. This is more than enough. This unit again is just so ridiculously overpowered. I've never had a motor blow. Now I started making this video 2 years ago, and I bought this unit here fresh so I could show a fresh install of a V-belt straight out of the box, and I opened it and that's what I got. Now this unit particularly already had the timing belt drive, so I didn't have to do anything, and I got really disheartened because there's really no point for this video at all if this is how it turns up now. And to be honest, the frame is incredible, this really strong aluminium frame. The only difference is that this particular joining, where there's a sleeve that fits over a mechanism that has a large bearing, sealed bearing on it, that bolts into the frame, that's different to the units that you saw previously. But I've never had a bearing fail in all of the time. I've had some I've had to pull a cover off and squirt some WD-40 type substance into, and you know, wash them out a bit, but so I don't really think that's going to be a problem. This particular unit I've had going for more than 2 years, and I looked at it the other day and the bearing's fine. Most of the stuff that falls down into here falls around here, so it doesn't necessarily get into the bearing at all, so you really won't have a problem. But this is what I believe you'll receive when you buy one of the Atta grinder dosa maker from Amazon for $249, I think it is, delivered. And this is what you'll get. Now this, like I say, already having this this timing belt drive, this unit is more than adequate for anything you'll need to do making chocolate. I've been doing this for years, and like I said, I'll show you the conversion in the next video. But this particular unit, if you were to buy a new one today, this is what you would get. And so you really don't have to do any conversion because it's literally already done. I don't know if this is controversial at all, but this particular unit for $250, being half the price of the chocolate making model, is a lot more accessible and a lot more affordable. My larger grinders that I bought from India, when I went to the company trying to buy what they just call generically a whetstone grinder, the motor originally was 2 amp. 2 amp, yes, 2 amp motor. And when I ordered the chocolate making unit, the devices came with a 1 amp model. So that's not a big deal for me, and they've been absolutely fine. But the biggest concern a lot of people say is that this particular motor is not powerful enough for making chocolate, and that's not at all true. The mechanism that used to come with old machines is problematic. This upgraded mechanism, and like I said, this is just one of the standard design, units from Amazon for $250. It already comes upgraded. So even if you buy one and it is one of the older models that isn't, like I said, the next video is going to show you the process of upgrading from the V-belt pulley to the timing belt pulley. So thanks for watching.